So, like, I bring like all the last four kids, and every time I go over there, mind you, her mom's there. They'll keep asking me where's the older two. I was like, well, they like to be home. They don't really like, leaving the house. And like I said, anytime where the last four are out of the house, they don't really have to hear me yelling and screaming. It's like really quiet in the house, so they just stay in their room and kind of enjoy the peace. Which, trust me, I feel that every time they go to school, so I could understand. So the kids are like running back and forth inside the house, and Dre just catching this real big attitude. Like, I don't know, but I remember when Gillen was telling me in the beginning, like, he suffers these real bad migraines where he just can't really deal, but with a lot of stuff. But it was like, what is that, Jekyll and Hyde? Like, one minute he would be all kiki laughing with the guys, and then when he would leave, it was like everybody irritated him. Like, to the point where he was just yelling at the kids, like, stop running inside the house. Stop running out the house. Like, y'all have like, I could understand. These are kids running back and forth. Just turn off the AC. If everybody's hot, just let them be hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It was just, like I always say, that behavior it seemed like he was either bipolar or schizo, because it was like a different, and his demeanor would always change to this real, like, mean person. So I remember him taking Tasha to the side, and while I'm like talking to everybody, and mind you, Gillen's there, and I'm not, because every time she's at the function, I act like I don't know her. She acts like she don't know me or whatever. But I did miss her. I really miss, like, her, like the way she was. But, like, I was still upset. I was still being stubborn. I was like, whatever. And that's when I ended up seeing, her son too. So I was like, oh my God, he's so cute. She looked like she take good care of him, all that stuff. So I remember seeing Dre and Tasha in the corner, like, just arguing, like, at this family function or whatever. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, why are they doing this here? Like, y'all got all y'all family and everything like that. So I was like, yeah, I don't know what. I left that type of situation, and y'all used to laugh about it with me behind closed doors, and he's doing it in front of everybody. So I see Junior. So mind you, because I knew Junior so long, we had this go home Roger type relationship. Like, every time he would see me, he would flirt with me. He would tell me age is nothing but a number, and when I'm gonna get with him and all that, just flirting. But me, I'm like, boy, you just like my little brother. Like, I don't see you more than that. Like, you family to me. Like, I'm not gonna even. But he would always approach me like that with a goofy, like, side, and always be cracking and stuff like that. But this time it was different. It was different. It was like he was avoiding me. Like, he didn't want to talk to me. He didn't want, because I was like waiting for him to see him, and I finally seen him, and it's like he don't want to talk to me. He don't want to make eye contact with me. He don't want nothing to do with me. So it is true. Because the only person I told was Tasha. So, I know. So now you trying to act funny towards me because you already know I know. I was like, oh. I was like, okay. Like, it don't bother me that you don't want to talk to me at this point. Like, I don't care who want to be my friend and who don't want to be my friend. I already cut 2 of your family out. I don't mind cutting some more. And I barely talk to the other one. I only see her once a year. Literally. Y'all family is not that, like, crucial where my life is going to fall apart if y'all not in my life. So the next time I see TT's like, see, I tell you, everything always come back full circle. So we're talking, and at this time, I think her husband ended up getting deported because she ended up marrying some Jamaican dude. And he was here for a while, but then his visa never got approved, which I didn't understand because he seemed like a stand-up guy, or what they did wrong because he didn't get approved for it. They actually deported his ass right back to Jamaica. So she was going through that situation. So she asked me about Junior. I said, oh yeah. I had told his sister about the whole situation, and when I seen him the next time, it was like he didn't want to talk to me. He didn't want to, it was like he was purposely avoiding me. And she was like, well, I wasn't going to say nothing, but Stacy ended up, hitting her up and was saying that she just randomly got, after all these years, she just randomly got a DM on Facebook from Junior's talking about, oh, so we were in a relationship. I said no. She's like, I didn't want to tell you, but I told her just like that. I'm that type of friend. If I hear something about you, especially if I consider you family, I'm gonna tell you about it, because at the end of the day, I feel like that's shady as me as being your friend, and I'm hearing all these rumors and I'm not telling you about it. That's why a lot of these people that's in these stories, a lot of people that was in my life, like, knew stuff that was being said about me and never came to me about it to see if it was true. They just end up believing whoever is telling them these lies. Because I'll tell you straight up, like, at this point in my life, I don't got no shame. As y'all can see, I'm telling everything. I have no shame. Because a lot of the trauma that I had to go through, it got me to where I'm at right now. So what do I got to lie for? So I was blown. Like, I was like, I knew it, because usually he'll come to me, he'll talk to me, he'll flirt with me, he'll do all of that. But this time he like made sure he was on the other side of the house, the other side of the room, made sure he didn't make no kind of eye contact with me. He just really was like distant from me. So I was like, oh, it must be true.